guys, so today I am bringing you another Friday Reads. Yay, 3 weeks in a row I've managed to film 2 videos and get them up. First things first, new tea mug. Just picked this up yesterday from David's Tea. It is their perfect tea mug for Mother's Day and I just really like this. My other tea mugs that you guys normally see, the ones that say tea or the ones with the hearts, are from Chapters and I really like those, but this appealed to me. It was really spring-like. And it comes with an infuser and a little lid for it. So I think that's really cute. So on to the books. I did finish The Last Policeman by Ben H. Winters and I loved this book. I finished this, I'm gonna say Monday or Tuesday. I've had a little gap in my reading. I've been kind of busy with like work and other things and social life and other work and yeah. But I did finish this. I really enjoyed this. I'm really eager to read its sequel, Countdown City, which I have sitting on my shelf. But first I kind of want to tackle my May TBR shelf, or TBR list, before I get started on the sequel to this. So for those of you who haven't watched my previous videos, this is a pre-apocalyptic fiction that deals with the event of how does the world operate if you know it's going to end. You know an asteroid's gonna come and hit it. Like, do morals still apply? Is it worth it to still investigate murders and stuff? Do you just give up? So this is really great. I was really involved in this story when reading it and I was kind of sad to finish it, but yeah, so I highly recommend that if you like apocalyptic or pre-apocalyptic, or like moralistic stories or stuff like that. And then I also finished Margaret Atwood's Oryx and Crake. I actually finished this Saturday night, so right after I filmed my last Friday Reads. This is really good. I actually had nightmares after reading this. Not like super bad nightmares like I do when I like read zombie books, but I was really freaked out by the genetically modified animals, specifically the Pigoons and the Wolvogs, which are really freaky. This isn't really a spoiler, but this book deals a lot with genetic modifications, and 2 of the creatures that they talk about are Pigoons. Sorry, my door just made a noise. Pigoons, which are pigs that have been genetically modified to create organs, hence the name, and some of them have been modified for like stem cell and brain and like lungs and kidney, and they can grow like multiples of the organs. So they're really smart, and they also have a taste for human flesh, and they hunt in packs. And so I was like, I read it and I'm like, this is really terrifying. Like, this could actually happen. And Wolvogs, I think they're a cross between wolves and dogs, but they look like dogs, and like you get up to them and you pet them and then they rip out your throat. So absolutely terrifying. I sent a text out to my friends. I'm like, I am now terrified of genetically modified animals. Thank you, Deep Blue Sea and Margaret Atwood, because that shark video, terrifying. So yes, I also recommend this if you like dystopian. This is really, I think Margaret Atwood is probably, in my opinion at least, the best author for dystopian fiction. So this has kind of been a slow reading week for me, and this I picked up on a whim and started reading it, and it is the completely revised and updated How to Read a Book, The Classical Guide to Intelligent Reading by Mortimer J. Adler and Charles Van Doren. So this was originally published in the 1940s, and it was updated, this is the updated version, in the 1970s. Well, I'm not very far in it. I'm only like 60 pages or so. I've gotten through the introductory stuff. We're getting into how to read books. It's really funny to read. I'm gonna set it down. Because how do I explain this? It's very dated, basically. It talks about how TV and radio are making people stupid, but also helping them read, and how there's more people going into colleges. And at first I was reading it and I forgot it was updated in the 1970s. I'm like, okay, these are like modern arguments, but it doesn't talk about the internet. And I was like, oh right, the internet hadn't been invented in the 1970s or the 1940s. And if you do follow me on Goodreads, I did comment that this, at the moment, primarily deals with reading nonfiction texts. Now, I don't know if I'm going to finish this. I might just do a really quick skim to get to the part that I wanted to read about, which is the critically reading fiction. I am going to be taking a couple English courses next year, and because I am not an English major, I've only done a couple literature courses at the uni level. I'm not nervous about taking them, but I would feel a little more confident if I was sure I was reading the text correctly and like writing my papers correctly. So I picked this up just because I am going to be taking 2 upper year English courses with like none of the prerequisites or anything like that. I've gotten permission to do it, but I'm a little panicked about that. But it is really funny to read something that is meant for a 1970s crowd as like a self-help book kind of thing. Yeah, so that's interesting. And then I mentioned this in my May TBR, but I have started on Moby Dick by Herman Melville. I'm not very far. As I said, I was going to try and read like 25 pages a day, and I'm actually ahead. I'm at 78. Sorry, I was trying to hold my tea and look at what page I'm on. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying this so far. I really like the characters of Ishmael and Queequeg, who are the only 2 you really meet, and I'm using my Ravenclaw bookmark for this one, and I do have the Penguin Drop Cap edition, so this is what I'm primarily focusing on. I haven't really read anything else. I've just kind of been rotating between this and how to read a book for my nighttime reading, and like I haven't picked up anything to read while I'm out because I haven't been out for the past couple days. So yeah, that is what I am currently reading for this week. Next week, hopefully I'll have a little bit more, although I am reading a little bit more intense books this month. So if you watch my May TBR, you know I'm wanting to read some Bronte, some Melville, some Shelley, sorry, they're behind me, Frances Burney, and a couple of contemporary fictions. So yeah, so that, it might slow me down a little because it's a little more dense to get through than, you know, the YA and some of the other contemporary fiction that I've been reading lately. But yeah, so that is my Friday reads. What are you guys reading this week? And I will see you guys Monday with my April book haul.